about making a move to Centreville, Virginia, but you'd kind of like to know a little bit more about the area, what it looks like, what to expect there, pricing of real estate, really what it's like to be a resident in Centreville. You're going to want to stick around for today's video. We're going to be stopping off at 3 different houses. They're all at different price points to give you an idea of how far your money goes in Centreville. I'm also going to be stopping off at a local park that's very popular in the area and a couple of my favorite places on the food scene as well. So we are taking you around Centreville, Virginia today, and my first stop is a local spot, Caffeine. They have this location and they have another location in Chantilly. And I had to stop and get my favorite. It's one of their signature items, their butterscotch latte. It's so good. It really is just absolutely delicious. It's one of my favorite places here in Centreville to come to. They've got a nice outdoor seating area, and bonus, right next door is Trader Joe's. So you can grab a delicious cup of coffee and then go get your grocery shopping in. Now we are headed to our first property that we're going to be checking out. It is a condo just about a mile from where we are now. I'm getting ready to make a right here on the highway, which is one of the main thoroughfares here in Centreville. So I will see you there. For our first property in Centreville, I'm here in the Sanderling condo community. This is such a great location. You can walk just across the street to shopping and dining. You're also just minutes to 66, so super convenient. This building that we're coming up to was built in 1991 and recently had a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo sell with 703 square feet, and it closed for $270,000. So good news about Centreville. There are still homes that are priced at a starter price point, and I would say that's one of the pros of coming out to Centreville. You are a little bit further outside of the city in the Beltway, so you're going to have some traffic, but at the same time, your money goes a little bit further. This community has assigned parking. The particular condo that just sold with a permitted spot, and there's plenty of visitor parking in this community as well, which is always a nice plus. There is an outdoor pool here. You've got an exercise room, a party room, tot lots, so you do get some amenities as well. I will head to our next stop, which is going to be a townhouse not too far from here. This next stop brings us to the Singleton's Grove neighborhood, and I've always had a soft spot for this neighborhood because over 15 years ago, this is where I sold a house to my very first real estate client. Great location. I would say that's the case really with all the neighborhoods in Centreville. You're close to major commuter routes, particularly 66 and Lee Highway. And this particular house behind me recently sold for $500,000, 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 3 finished levels, built in 1988 and has 1,514 finished square feet. You get some nice amenities in this neighborhood as well. You've got the outdoor pool, tot lots, basketball, and tennis courts as well. And with that comes a very reasonable HOA fee too, which is always a plus in this area. Parking, you get 1 assigned parking spot, and then you also get a permit for another spot. Works out fairly well. My client still lives here, who I sold the house to, and she doesn't love that there isn't just open visitor spots, but I think that really comes down to personal opinion. I changed my mind and decided to have a little detour before we head to our last stop, and that's because I wanted to come to the Colonnade at Unionville Shopping Center here because of District Eats behind me. Technically, this is a Clifton address, but it's just minutes from where we were checking out that townhouse, and I absolutely love District Eats. It's such a great local spot. You can get smoothies, quesadillas, tacos. I would say it's more of a grab-and-go setup than eat-in, but they do have a little bit of outdoor seating as well. So if you land in this area, be sure to check them out. For our last property, we are in the Green Trails neighborhood. This is a very large subdivision and very popular. Again, convenient location, 5-10 minutes to giant Trader Joe's. It's just a few minutes from where I was checking out District Eats. And a home in this neighborhood recently sold with 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and a 2-car garage with 2,328 square feet, built in 1994, and it sold for $790,000. Homes in this neighborhood are on smaller lots, so if you are looking for a single family home that's maybe a little bit lower in the price range in Centreville for a single, this is a good neighborhood to check out because they aren't quite as expensive as the homes that are on the larger lots. This neighborhood has an outdoor pool, also has tot lots, so your basic amenities HOA is very reasonable here. And again, that convenient location that you can expect in Centreville. I am driving to Bull Run Regional Park right now, and as I am driving, I just wanted to show you how, depending on where you are in Centreville, you really can have quite a bit more privacy than you can in more densely populated areas. Centreville has a population of 74,230 people. And while there are areas that have experienced the urban sprawl in Centreville, you also have the benefit of just driving, 3.5, 4 miles from where we just were in green trails to enjoy nature as well. Here we are at our very last stop, and this is Bull Run Regional Park. It is a huge park. It's 1,500 acres. It runs along the Bull Run River, so you can come hang out for the day by the river. They also have Atlantis Water Park here if you want to come bring the family and hang out there. Of course, summertime, it's already closed this time of year. And this is also where the Bull Run Civil War battlefield is, so you can take in historic sites as well. And I'm going to pan over here because you can see they are also getting ready for one of the huge events that goes on here, which is the Festival of Lights that takes place. It runs from Thanksgiving through New Year's. Really fun holiday activity if you want to pack up the family or your friends and drive through all the lights. It really is pretty. And then there's a carnival that you can stop at towards the end. You can see here they've got shelters over here that if you want to come have a picnic, you can do that as well. And then there's also tot lots in the park. I like to come walk the dogs here. It's a great place to come walk. We could never really cover it all by any means, but really beautiful here at Bull Run Regional Park. If you have any questions about moving to the Centreville area, please drop them in the comments below, or feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, or reach out on email. I'd be happy to give you some more information about what it's like living in Northern Virginia, including in the Centreville area. Until I see you on the next one, take care.